remember guitars?
Those are still around.
Remember guitars? Like, maybe it was okay. You could play guitar. You could play some songs. Now,
G,
what's
C,
the
and D. I mean,
yeah?
if
What's
you play those three chords, you can play 90% of the songs that are out there. Throw
yeah?
an E minor in there, and now you're set.
What is your first experience getting your hands on a guitar where you can remember, like,
Yeah,
this is
they
cool.
they,
I've
they
done
were.
something. I'm proud of what I just did.
That took a little while, but I mean, there were guitars sitting around my house
Yeah.
before I was around. So, like, I remember plugging in the electric guitar and just messing around with it, just
Mm-hmm.
twisting knobs and making sounds and just trying to find some kind of little flow in there. I'd
Yeah.
love to go back and just listen to how terrible it was, and then me thinking it was like I'm doing something. It
Yeah.
changed when I learned the power chord. You
Yeah.
learn that power chord, and then tablature was around in the back of the Camelot. You could go get the Metallica album, and it would tell you where to, put your fingers on the frets, and then you could, play some garage music. So that came
Yeah.
around.
Pre-internet, kids didn't know. Like, you'd go to the grocery store with your mom. You'd go to the magazine rack, and so that was basically like the internet printed into a magazine, but it's just like one website. So
Yeah,
Guitar Player was
guitar
one of the
player.
there was like two or
Yeah,
three guitar
right.
magazines, and you'd
hmm
go there and you'd beg, you decide to beg your mom to buy
hmm
it for you based on what tabs were in there, or what sheet music basically was in there to play. So what songs were
Right.
in there, and there was always 4 or 5 songs
Oh
in
yeah.
each issue,
A
and
lot
so
of
you're like,
times they were the current songs too.
yeah, they were current. So like, do I want to learn how to play it? Because that's how you had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Um, Otherwise, you had to buy a whole book of just like an album.
Right. And
Writ-
at times I did do that. I mean
which album did you had? I only had two. I had
uh,
two albums on.
yeah.
Or actually, one was a group and one was an album. Did you
Yeah.
buy the full sheet music for an album?
I got Metallica Black,
Okay,
and
nice.
then I also got that like Alice in Chains but unplugged.
Oh, nice, nice. I had Rage Against the Machines Untitled.
Nice.
Wore that thing out, like shredded it. I could come home from school, put the album on, and I would just follow along for the whole
Yeah.
hour and just
Yeah.
rock it out. And then I
Yeah.
had, because I grew up in Sacramento and they were the local band and they became famous at some point. I had a cake book. So it
Nice.
had just a bunch of their stuff, not just one album.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah.
guitars kind of went away, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
What was the first song like you're like, this rad, like I'm playing a rad song now?
Um, it was Heart of Gold by Neil Young, and I still, when I pick up a guitar, that's the first thing I'll start
Who
strumming.
influenced that?
I don't think anybody did. I don't think
Right?
anybody influenced that for me. That was a song that connected with me at the time. Man, I was, 16, and I thought I can play this, and it was easy to play. And his voice is so terrible that I could sing it, So it was similar to like Tom Petty, not to like bash on their
Yeah.
voices. It's just, they're very unrefined and just easy to sing along with and in a register that would work for me. So
Yeah.
like, that was an easy learn. So that made me feel like I was doing. Oh, and then when I learned the power chords, Bush's Glycerine. I don't know
Oh
why,
yeah.
and
Doom,
I think
doom.
my
Yeah, that was a little
friends.
slow jam. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just, I played it with the power chords, and that was an easy song to play and even to sing. Then it was kind of grungy and poppy. So
Yeah.
those were the two first songs. My electric was Glycerine, and my acoustic was Heart of Gold.
The first song I remember learning how to play, it's a toss up. I can't remember whether it was Metallica's Sanitarium. And again, we just played the opening riffs. We didn't play the whole
Yeah.
songs. Ding, 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 ding. The opening riff to Sanitarium, or the Chili Pepper song prior to Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Wasn't Blood? Could Have Lied, because it was the same kind of noodle. It was just like
Yeah. Yeah.
just a little noodle, and I would just play it like, because that's what I like. I like the riffs. So a lot of us grew up with a guitar. Now the kids are growing up with little DJ setup, sequencer and that sort of stuff. Those have become affordable and digital and easy to have. So the guitar music's gone away, but some of the rappers have been picking up the guitar. It's been in there,
Yeah.
by Tyler the Creator,
Yeah.
Lil Nas
Juice
X,
World has riffs in his
Juice World,
songs.
tons of
Yeah.
guitar. RZA can lay on
Yeah.
a guitar. So you
Yeah.
saw that with
Yeah.
his
Banks
Banks
and
and
Steels.
Steels. He did some of the guitar
That's
stuff
cool.
on that.
I like that.
I think we're ready for a guitar band or guitar album from a previous band to hit. I don't think the guitar is going to be a mainstay like it was. And I'm not like complaining like an old guy, bring the guitar back. Like there's still
Sure.
guitars. Like I
Yeah.
love Future Islands. I love that kind of stuff. I love any good music, guitar or otherwise. But I think I predict we're going to get a guitar banger. We're going to get a song that the kids are going to want to play like we did. You know, they're going to want to play it. You know, last time I think that we had that was, and it was really more of a bass, but it was Seven Nation Army. It was probably the last riff the kids were learning from the White Stripes. We're due for a riff.